Actually, before I start my workout, I actually want to introduce you to Mochi. For those who are new to the Musical Friends and Family channel, and for those who have been watching, I actually sometimes add him in my videos sometimes. He's actually a very old man cat. He's close to 30, I want to say. I had him, I think, since I was 9, 10. My brother was like 7, or maybe ending at 6, going on 7. But that's how long we had him. Say hi, Mochi. He's like, camera, no. Maybe I'll let him sleep. Alrighty. I'll introduce you later. Well, let's actually do some workout. So we did our stretches. We did our little bit of a leg stretch. I'm not going to really do too much on the leg stretch. Well, don't want to pull any more muscles. So now, watching the news, this time putting Mochi on his futon where he sleeps. And we're going to be talking about, as the title says, 3 songs actually today we're going to be focusing on. Well, one's already uploaded. It's going to be at 11 a.m. That's for the Disney Plays Part 2. A folk song, or the folk playlist, Simon and Garfunkel, of course, at 1 p.m. And the third song we're going to be working on, that's going to be a future upload on June 19th. That's Monday. Yeah, because June 18th is Father's Day. So it's Sunday. But we're going to be uploading future uploads, so we're going to be working on that this week. Because we got to upload songs for when I go on my vacation. So my plan is to work on the songs for tomorrow as well as future uploads to get that ahead of time. I'm going to try to do a folk song for that week as well. So by the time I go on vacation between the 19th and the 23rd, a song will be uploaded at 11 a.m. and a song will be uploaded at 1 p.m. But we'll see what we can do. If I time if I do my scheduling right, if I coordinate right, if I don't get distracted for whatever reason, then we can actually take care of that. Hi, do you want to join me? He wants to join me. Come here, sweetheart. I could just get the pedal on. Alright, looks like Mochi wants to join me on my live stream today, my workout. I spoil this cat a lot. I let him sit on my lap. No matter where I am, if we're at the dinner table, I let him sniff my food. Because sometimes he actually likes to sniff what I eat. And only certain foods I give to him. He likes chicken. I give him small pieces of chicken. I give him small pieces of beef. He likes beef. I give him, you know how when you go to Starbucks and then there's the cup of whipped cream, which is the puppuccino. Sometimes, not all the time, because it hurts his stomach, but I usually give him a catterchino. They should make catterchinos for cats. Because sometimes I bring him with me when I go to Starbucks. But lately I've been actually making whipped cream, the actual whipped cream from the carton, whipping that up and with no sugar added, just a little bit in his bowl so he can have some. He likes cream cheese. Give him a little cream cheese. Salami, he likes salami. I remember when we first got this cat, it was over at PetSmart. And we used to have one over here in Richmond. And what happened in my area, and what happened was, I remember when we got him, he was just this little white cat sleeping in his litter box. He thought it was a bed. And my brother said this cat. So we got him, brought it home, and I remember his name was Snowstripe. Amber likes Snow Stripe. Why Snow Stripe? You know? He doesn't really, but then again, who are we to judge? That was his name. So we were thinking about a name for him for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, one day, I guess, one day we're eating mochi, Japanese ice cream. And we're like, that's what we're going to call you, Mochi. So we called him Mochi, and he left it ever since. Yeah. He ran away one time years ago, and he was lost for like a week and a half. And then we found him because of the collar. And ever since then, he's been at home ever since. He used to go outside a lot. He likes to sleep in the little area. There's a front where there's like a dirt area. He used to sleep on there in the sun when it'd be sunny. He would go outside, but when he goes outside, he'll come back in. Say hi, Mochi. Musical friends in town. Say hi. But this cat, he follows me everywhere. To my little I grew up with cats. So I had 2 cats growing up. The second one, she passed away in 2021, September. His sister. Which is funny, like they got along at first, and then as time go by, they're just swatting each other. So they didn't really quite have this bond, but it's okay. But they got along though. Baby cat, that was her name, baby. And Mochi, I think he's like, I want to get down now, I just want to hold you, love you. Yeah, sometimes he'll be in my videos. Sometimes, well, that was back then during the pandemic. He would be on the Eat the Keys. He would. Sometimes I would add him in one of my skits when I used to do home videos in the past. Now, when I play the piano, he'll just stand sitting down and look up and say, hey, pay attention to me. So I put him on my lap. And when I put him on my lap, when I play, maybe I'll play something and he might like it. Sometimes he likes it, but then majority of the time he'll just get his paw and just like slowly like grab my hand with his paw and slowly pull it towards him, like, stop playing and pay attention to me. Okay, enough screen time. He's like, enough screen time. Put me down. I swear I got off this bike like an old lady. Come here, yes. I know. Thank you for sitting with me and being with me on my bicycle. Okay, so anywho, about the plan for the playlists. Just the folk in Disney, as well as uploading a certain Disney song for the 19th. That'll be uploaded at 11 a.m. The most main important thing is to take care of the Disney playlist, especially on the week when I'm on vacation from the 19th to 23rd. Posting up a Disney at 11 a.m. If I actually plan everything right, if I coordinate everything correctly, and sometimes when you get into the mode of playing and practicing, sometimes I'll just totally forget the time. I'll forget to eat. I'll forget to drink water, and bad thing. So that's why we're doing a little exercising before we start anything of that today. At least to get something in. Yeah, I believe on the week that I'm away between the 19th and 23rd, it's going to be a little bit of updated songs. So we're going to focus on songs from the 90s and early 2000s. So we'll work on those songs. Because I have an idea for certain Disney songs during that week when I'm away. But for right now, let's put together the Disney Classics ones right now. We're still focusing on that first, as well as the folk playlist. because there's a couple of songs that I want to add on our folk as well. We're actually having a rhythm down for a song at 11 a.m. and song at 1 p.m. Now, the other rhythm I'm trying to really get down is the shorts, because sometimes I'll use a background. I'll use a background because, well, the shorts is actually more challenging than the long form. Can you believe that? Because shorts are very quick, right? But the way how I put a short together, it takes a step by step by step by step process. It's a tedious process, but it's something I'm willing to do in order to make it have a look. The shorts have to have a look. Like I'm starting to kind of realize that the shorts that I get, it's like in between the views, and some gets 1K, some gets 200, some gets lower than that, some gets lower than 100. But I look at it like it doesn't really quite bother me. It's like I look at it, it's like a mini calendar. There's always something different. Because my focus is that the background has to be different, or it has to go with the same as the playlist or the log form. The pictures, screenshots of where it comes from and what song it is and who's it by or what group, and then the title, well, the title of the playlist, what time is it uploaded, and I always put a piano in the left corner or on the left side, because it's supposed to be, no matter if it looks different, no matter if it looks, what a different playlist or this, where it comes from, because of the pianos. Piano's symbolic. That's what I realized about my channel is I like things that are symbolic. I like it where it shows. Sometimes it doesn't have to be words. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be an object. It's just one thing. Because symbolism is very important. Sometimes you could just have something, a picture, and it doesn't have to have words. But you know where it's from. Just like I'm starting to get a look on my channel that whenever I post something or whenever I upload something and I do the faded piano keys, because it's symbolic. You know where that's from. I wanted my old look of the channel. I kind of didn't want to start with, when I was starting to kind of, get an idea of what I wanted to do, especially the experimentation here. Definitely when it came to, because we're still trying to figure things out in 2021. And then when the 2022 came, song a day, that's when we still do experimenting. Just like for this year, we're doing a song a day, book 2, but we're still experimenting as of this month. We're experimenting with 2 songs in one day. So that means it goes for the short, so a short for those. So it's going to be 4 things I post in a day for the month of June for this month. So let's see how that's going to go. For the 19th of June, wherever the wind blows, wherever the spirit says, sometimes I think about it like I'm stuck between 2 songs of which one I want to upload. And I try to think about something that's going to introduce the playlist, but as well as going with the theme, like an opening song. So for the 19th, when we're on the road to our vacation, because I'm driving, I'm going to definitely think of a song that's like an introductory opening song. I'm stuck between 2 different ones, but I think if I just play both of them just to get a feel, we'll see how it goes. For the 20th, it's definitely going to be something from a 90s cartoon movie. That one I have an idea for. I have an idea for the 21st. The 21st is something a song that I was hearing back in, I think it was this year, March. Yeah, because I was thinking about sometime, because I'll be thinking during back in March, I was already thinking about June. I was already thinking about Disney Plays Part 2, what songs I had in mind, and knowing that we were going to go on this vacation, that what would be the kind of certain songs that would differentiate from the others, knowing that I'm actually not present, So one of the songs that I heard back in March that I definitely want to add to the Disney Plays Part 2 during my vacation is a song that was a sequel to a movie. I'm not going to say what it is. It's actually one of my favorite songs. I'll post more about that details when the date gets closer. And as for the 22nd, that's actually not going to be a Disney song. It's actually going to be a very different song. Reason being because I'm going to be doing something differently on that day, so it correlates to that for Thursday. And then Friday, an ending Disney song since we're coming back. As well as continuing with the rest of Disney classic songs. So I'm really excited. I superly duperly can't wait. And so it's just gonna be, it's not gonna be too hectic, it's not gonna be busy. The songs for me when I practice, it's not really as difficult for me. And even if some songs were, I would be practicing and focusing on something else. Something that's more easier, so I'll post a little bit something on the easy side and then come back to working on the one I couldn't figure out. And there'll be days where I'll figure the one that was hard for me at first and I'll figure something out or put something together and voila, sometimes we have that too. It's nice to do things where you know you can take care of the easy songs first and then work on the tougher ones later, and then work on song requests as well as tutorials, because that's got to be implemented as well. Musical friend said I need to be a little bit on the careful side on this bike, which he's right. You're absolutely right. Like I just started, feel like I just don't feel like need to keep working out, or I need to keep pushing myself, and really it's like, you just started it. Just be careful, just take your time, and don't want to pull another muscle. The last thing I want to pull another muscle. But yes. Even though 2 songs in one day, one at 11 a.m., one at 1 p.m., it's really not that, it's not really as hectic to me. No, to be honest, now it's become second nature, putting something up at 11 a.m. What's new is putting something up at 1 p.m. That's new, but it's something that we're going to experiment and try. Do I look at it as too much uploads? No. To be honest, I don't. To be honest, if I really had this full time, oh, trust me, there'll be a playlist each week. Knowing me. Hi, Mochi. You're like right by my foot. I don't want to hit you. Oh, I fed you. No? Call me or you, Joe. Okay, I'll take it. Pat. Sometimes he knows that I'll pet him to make sure he's not ignored. Because he's the type of cat, Mochi, he's the type of cat where he'll just get his paw and just do this. Like, pay attention to me. Put your phone down, pay attention to me. Stop playing the piano, pay attention to me. Let me sit on your lap so I can see what you're eating if you have food. He knows that when he eats something, he'll come slowly walking up and just say, hey, what do you have on your plate? And he's actually a very smart cat. He actually I would let him sniff, my food, right? And then if it's like too spicy or if he senses something is too strong, he won't eat it. Or he'll know that if I have a plate of salad or a bowl of vegetables, and I'll let him sniff that, and he'd be like, oh, that's nothing. I was like, yeah, it's nothing you will like. Oh, but when it comes to like anything with pork, beef, anything chicken, he smells it, he'll come up to the table and he'll just cry, meow, meow, give me some. And I'm like, you know what that is, huh? And he's like, hell yeah, you so very sweetheart. You want to get picked up again? No? Yeah? No? I put food in his bowl already, and I actually changed his water, so we have plenty of food in. So I think he just wants to be here. That's all. Maybe we'll try attempting to. Come here. Want another second of screen time, Mochi? See, this is why, in a way, I'm so glad that I don't bother with gym memberships anymore. And I don't care to do gym memberships, really. I bought that twice in my lifetime and I never went. I only had like went 2 times. I did a once a week thing, maybe like twice a week, and then never showed up. And now I'm just kind of like, there's no point of the gym membership. So, but this is where we're at. I think he doesn't like, huh? No, you don't. Sweet, sweet kitty. No, sweet, sweet kitty. See, he just wants to hang out. He wants to chill. He wants to be in the vicinity. He wants to be held. I swear, if I was a pirate, he's my parrot. If I was like that movie in The Witches, he'd be Lipchen. Named the Grand High Witch. I'm kidding. That's not how I would describe me, Mochi. Or like the movie As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholson, and he had that dog Fidel. That's the relationship with Mochi. Where I tell him, don't be like me. Don't you be like me. You just stay the way you are because you're a perfect man and I'm going to take you home and fix you something to eat. That's the movie line from As Good as It Gets, Jack Nicholson. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's great. Great soundtrack, too. That would actually be a good playlist idea for that. For movie theater playlist. I'm not gonna hang out with us. Work out with me. Yeah, that's why every time some of my coworkers was like, you have a bunch of cat hair on you. I'm like, yeah, because I carry this guy before I go to work. I just wanna hold you. I just wanna hold you. And we'll talk about you. Because that's what we want to do. He's like, can you put me down? Now you want to get down. Okay. I'm not going to get workout done, huh? Ah. Anywho. We're going to talk about... Okay, fine. I can't go for anything. So basically, for the week of June, on the 19th or the 23rd, a song, debating if I do choose a song from Frozen for the 19th, or a song from Pinocchio, but then I did that one in the first playlist, so maybe not. Because I try not to repeat songs on the channel. Sometimes I'll go back to write down how many songs I've done, and I'll go back on what songs that I played before. Some of these songs I actually repeated like 3 times throughout the course of my channel, and I'm like, no, we can't do that. One song per day, because we have to make sure that, every song is played and practiced and see what that sounds like, So I try to keep in track of what I played for and how many times and things like that. But then on Tuesday, June 20th, that's going to be a song from Pocahontas. It's not the actual Pocahontas, but it's something else. That's a surprise. That's the hit. And then for June 21st, Wednesday, that is going to be Lion King Part 2, Simba's Pride. There's a song that I really like a lot. Thursday is going to be something else. Not Disney, but something else. And then the day we come back on Friday, that will be a Disney song, but Like sounds like we're something of an end, and that means we're coming home. We'll be on the road by then. So. As well as putting up for something for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that's what we're going to be working on. So we're working on for the next how many days, and then we're still working and implementing on the vacation. There we go. So there's something up at 11 a.m. The challenge would be is to uploading a short. I think that's the only time I'll probably have a scheduled short, because I know that drive's going to be a while on the 19th and the 23rd. It's going to be a scheduled short as well, because it's going to be a while. That's okay. We got a rhythm down. We got something brewing, something coming together, and we're working on that, focusing on that. Hi. Yeah. Whew. You know, sometimes when you're in the mood or when you're in a zone and you play and you practice, sometimes, you know, one will be, you know, something that one can shut off and they'll just keep playing and keep going and keep going. And that is something that I do a lot. Like if I get in a zone, before I get into some kind of mode, I will keep practicing and practicing and practicing. There'll be some nights where you're just, you know, in a zone and you can't stop that, and so you just keep going. And that's how sometimes I'll upload something how many days in a row or how many times in a row. But the problem is I'll forget to drink water and I'll forget to eat something, so I try to implement that and do that. When is it going to be sunny? I want to go swimming. This is not pool weather. Bought a swimsuit not so long ago. It's not pool weather. But, yeah, it's okay. Is it true that going on in New York right now, there's like a smoke in the air right now? I've been seeing that on TikTok today. I have to call my pops and ask him if he and family are okay, because he's over there in New York. I'm wondering if there is a smoke going on. It doesn't feel like 70s. It's cold. It's cold. I lost my medal. All right, traffic. God, Lord, I don't have to go in that today. At least not. It's so far, not yet. Okay. He's looking at me like, feed me. It's not even 10 a.m. yet. 10 more minutes. You do that. I think he just wants the puree temptation treats. That's what he wants, puree temptation treats. I used to give him the temptation bag with the cookies, but it's not good on his teeth. He can't chew. Not really, so we give him the puree. He likes that too. What was that? Sunset Improvement Project in San Francisco. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, I hope they improve. I'm actually getting some few friends I talked to, they take the bus in San Francisco. They said it's not really improved, and I'm like, well, hopefully they work on something that they can improve. We're gonna have 10 more minutes on this bike. Let's push it. I think one of the workout videos, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a little stretch, like a stretching one, because stretching is important. Stretching is something I need to invest in more, really. I remember during the pandemic, I used to have an elliptical machine, and I used to have the other bicycle that I gave to my mom. And I would use, one day I'll use the elliptical, one day I use the bike, so I had a multiple routines. So I would go on that one and I go on this one. And then the elliptical machine broke, had to throw it away, and now we're down to a bike. And we got this bike, so what I like about this one, it doesn't make noise. It's one of the things I'm really grateful about. And sometimes what's great about working out, you get an idea, it gives you like, it refreshes your thinking, like you're always, you're in the mode of working out and you're in the thing to keep going, and then all of a sudden an idea comes to you, or like, for example, sometimes I'll think of a playlist, sometimes I'll think of something, or I'll watch the news and then I'll think of something like, oh, let's do that one. That's what I miss about working out. It's like sometimes a light bulb will come up. Baseball. But yeah, the next one, definitely a stretching one. Definitely a video about stretching. Something I need to invest in more. Because I don't want to really work out too heavy. I don't want to basically lose a bunch of weight. And like before, I used to be on this track of, oh my god, I'm gonna basically be muscular and I'm gonna basically be all this and that. I used to do that, and now I'm kind of like, ever since the pandemic, I'm like, life is short. Give me the freaking pastry. Give me the freaking cheeseburger, McDonald's, fries, and a Coke. Give me the freaking Paris baguette, freaking muffins and cakes. Give me something with flavor, but give me the Chick-fil-A. I want the dog bowl. So, but just do little things here and there. That's so important, to do something just gradually and gradually and gradually as time goes by until it comes to you. Just exactly like the playlist and the piano journey. Just gradually and gradually and gradually as time goes by and you can. We're going to do the same thing with this piano workout on here. And we're going to do that with mostly live streams because let's work out together. And we got to keep up with the health. Make sure we're not just sitting somewhere and not doing anything at all. There were certain times where I would just sit down and I would just start sweating and not moving. And I'm like, that is not a good sign. So that's where I got this bicycle. Oh, good, he's asleep. He's actually got the hint. He's like, I'm gonna sleep now. Oh man, I'm gonna start doing the weights. Definitely gonna start doing more weight workouts, and that is just because just the 5 pounds, maybe the 3 pounds, but nothing too big, but nothing too heavy. We gotta think about arms and joints and stuff like that. So that is something I'm gonna start doing though. Yeah, I was thinking of getting a treadmill, but where I stay, I don't know how I'm gonna fit that. Limited space. That's why we got this bicycle. This bicycle is perfect. I can actually fold it like this. It'll be very skinny, very small. Put it in a corner, out of the way. So it'll be really great. I like it when it's just things like that. And if I ever were to, hopefully get a place of my own, and then I can bring this bike with me. Oh, piano. I love piano commercials. Or anything piano, just makes me happy. Oh. Okay. Jills? Alright, 5 more minutes. And then, what would I have to do today? I really don't have to really do much today. Not as much as I would think I have to do. But, not really. I have enough food today to make something to eat. What's that? Olive oil. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. When?
And when the drinks were first released, they had some negative reviews. Some people say it caused some digestion problems for them.
Oh,
Those
dear.
interested, though, in trying the oil-infused coffee can get it in an oat milk latte or a toffee nut iced shaken
Oh my God,
espresso.
yes.
The Oleato drinks are available for those in Austin,
Oleato.
Boston.
Yes.
Oleato.
Oleato.
Like a
Oh, that probably sounds
macchiato.
better.
Does that sound better?
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not here in the city.
Yum.
Boston, Chicago, Dallas, Miami, as well as in cities in several other states from Alaska to Vermont. But it doesn't look like
We're not
any
doing
place in the
it.
Bay Area is on that list.
Okay, we'll just take a thing of olive oil and dump it in your coffee, see if you like how that tastes.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
if
do
I'd like
coconut oil, a little tiny dab. Yeah. 9:56 right now. Coming up in the next hour of the Crown 4 Morning News. How one South Bay city is
Huh.
working to make it easier.
Oleato coming your way. Oleato is the olive oil in coffee, and it was at Starbucks. And I tried Oleato actually when I went to Seattle in April. Delicious. I loved it. The taste, the aroma, the scent, everything about that coffee. The Oleato was so good. I didn't have a digestive problem. I didn't have a stomach problem. I didn't feel any pain. It was actually very delicious. And I was wondering if it was ever going to come here in the Bay Area. I heard some places in California, like SoCal, does it, but not San Francisco. So I thought, well, sad. At least I got to try it when I was in Seattle. So that was nice. At least that, you know. But yeah, did you guys try the Oleato, musical friends on this channel, family? You guys tried the Oleato? Olive oil and coffee at Starbucks. I thought it was delicious. I thought it was really good. I wish they had it over here. Well, maybe that just means maybe like what Daria said, just get some olive oil, put it on your coffee, and blend that. Maybe that's something to do today. Perhaps, possibly. At least the songs are already uploaded today, so that just means I'll take a break and eat something and then work on whatever songs to do tomorrow for 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. I know I keep stretching these arms, but it's always good to do multiple stretches. 11 a.m. and the song at 1 p.m. And keep working on that for the rest of this month. And if I start to crash, I'll let you know. Well, not crash as in like, I can't think of anything else what to do, more like crash. Like, I can't believe I did that, my brain's going wild. I am kidding. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I'm going to be practicing songs and try to figure out what they sound like on the piano. Because that's the only instrument I can relate. It resonates with me. I think it's 10 a.m. now. I believe so. Close. Well, one more minute. Okay, let's try to push. Well, not do too much, but let's try to push 1 more minute. It's 9:59 a.m. right now. What are we talking about now? Ugh. In a way, I wish this part would have did this. Could live without it. What's SF going on right now? Oh, gas leak. Evacuations. Yay, 10 a.m. Well, that's it for the workout. And today's title. And introducing Moochie. Because